Friends and subscribers, welcome to your daily edition of the Cricket Happening Show today. And on this particular Cricket Happening Show, well, it's a wonderful day in cricket, I would say, because tomorrow would be an historic day because Pakistan were actually set today. Actually, the Pakistani bowler Imran Khan, as you know, he bowled in a luckless manner in the first innings, but in the second innings he really struck with the new ball because he was the one who took all the wickets that fell today, with Sri Lanka being all out for 313, and Imran Khan picked up his maiden 5-wicket haul in Test cricket, and as I said, he struck with the new ball and he took all the wickets that were to fall today for the Sri Lankans. So Imran Khan doing a good job there, and thus Sri Lanka setting Pakistan a target which has never been chased in Sri Lanka by any team, any opposition, including Sri Lanka, and that was 377. So with the lead, the Pakistan had a target of 377 runs to chase. Well, they definitely didn't have a good beginning, as both the openers, not the openers, in fact Ahmed Shahzad and Azhar Ali were packed out early by the Sri Lankan pace bowlers. But after that, what a partnership! From 13 for 2, Sri Lanka would Pakistan would well be on the way to make history tomorrow, to become the first team to score 377 runs to win the match. As I said, this would be the most successful chase ever in Sri Lanka if Pakistan were to score the remaining 147 runs for victory with 8 wickets in hand. In fact, they finished off on a great score, I would say, going into the 5th day. As on the 4th day at stumps, Pakistan were placed at 230 for 2. Masood went on to pick up his maiden Test century. As you know, Masood came in place of Mohammad Hafiz, who was injured, and he has taken this opportunity with both hands here. And what a knock! He definitely had a problem with the short ball. He gutted it out, and he also played some very good drives down the ground. And Masood was unconquered on 114 with 11 fours and 1 sixes, and he was nurtured by none other than the most experienced Pakistani batsman Younis Khan, who picked up his 30th Test century as he was unbeaten on 101 with 9 boundaries. And look at that partnership. In fact, that partnership is already worth 217 runs. They've taken the score from 13 for 2, and Pakistan were sitting pretty at 230 for 2. And as I said, if they score another 147 runs that they required for victory with 8 wickets in hand on the final day of this test match here at Palakele, Pakistan would be making real history, as they would become the first team ever in Sri Lanka to chase, to stage the most highest successful chase as far as in Sri Lanka is concerned. So Pakistan would be definitely hoping that is going to happen. So I'll be talking. So right now I just gave you a synopsis of it, and also the other news that I'll be talking about is that the Indian team, which sans big names, because all the big names are resting for the Zimbabwe tour, and you know, Ajinkya Rahane is the new captain, and the Indian team has been announced, which is going to play under Ajinkya Rahane to go and tour Zimbabwe, and I'll be discussing the team there, and also tomorrow Bangladesh versus South Africa, the second T20 match would be starting. I'll be talking about that as well. But first, let me go on to this beautiful match which is happening at Palakele, and just continuing from where I left off yesterday. Sri Lanka were in a position yesterday that they had lost 5 wickets, as you would remember. So today it was Angelo Matthews at one end, who had already scored his 5th Test century. Yesterday was on 77 if I'm not wrong. So today he went on to score his 5th Test century, and he was along with Chandimal. And Imran Khan was armed up with the new ball, and Imran Khan really struck it rich. Once the new ball was claimed, there was a clatter of wickets, as first he picked up the wicket of Chandimal by swerving the ball, and Chandimal was trapped. LBW bowled Imran Khan for 67 with 8 boundaries. And after that, Damika Prasad collected a golden pair as the very first ball that he received, like a similar situation in the first innings. Damika Prasad was caught behind by Sarfraz Ahmed for duck. That was only the second catch for Sarfraz Ahmed, but then Sarfraz Ahmed also took 2 more catches of the bowling of Imran Khan when they saw the back of Tarindu Kaushal for 8 with 1-4 and Lakmal for naught. Imran Khan, as I said, was on fire. He had taken all the wickets, and then finally Imran Khan captured his maiden 5-wicket haul in Test cricket as he dismissed Angelo Matthews, who was out for 22 or for 122. Again, the scoreboard read, caught Sarfraz Ahmed, bowled Imran Khan, and it was all over for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka were all out for 313. I thought Pakistan did a good job here to restrict Sri Lanka to 313. And as I said, Sri Lanka set Pakistan a target which is a high target of 377 runs to win, and I'll be talking about that. So Nuwan Pradeep was not out on 4, and Imran Khan, as I said, was the wicket taker with his maiden 5-wicket haul in Test cricket. 20.4 overs, 3 maidens, 58 runs and 5 wickets. He bowled superbly, and so as I said, now Pakistan was set a target of chasing 377 runs for victory, and the start was not good for Pakistan at all, as Suranga Lakmal was bowling superbly. He had just beaten Ahmed Shahzad outside the off stump with a beautiful outswinger, and then Suranga Lakmal produced a beautiful in-swinger which went through the Ahmed Shahzad's defences and uprooted his off stump, and Ahmed Shahzad was out for a blob. After that, Azhar Ali came in, and Azhar Ali, when the score had reached 13 for Pakistan, and Azhar Ali himself, trying to whip a delivery through the leg side, got a faint edge to that, and Dinesh Chandimal behind the wickets did not make a mistake, and he was gone. And I would say Sri Lankans were absolutely cock-a-hoop when they got Azhar Ali's wicket, because they know that was a very big wicket that they got, but little did they realize that things would be totally transformed, and everything will be in favor of Pakistan, as from 13 for 2 it was Pakistan all the way, whereas Shan Masood was there at the other end, and he was joined in by Younis Khan. And Younis Khan, well, as you know, he decided to play himself in because they definitely needed, but Shan Masood was playing some bold strokes. In fact, initially we saw that when Prasad, Lakmal and Pradeep were bowling, the runs were very hard to come by, but once Angelo Matthews introduced his spinners, we saw that Tarindu Kaushal couldn't extract the same turn that Azhar Ali of Pakistan could extract, and it was a struggle as he served up a lot of full tosses and some lot of lollies, I would say, and that resulted in Shan Masood taking a step outside his crease and slamming them over the top for boundaries. And Younis Khan was, as you know, he was nurdling the balls. He was playing some delectable strokes through the leg side, and we all know Younis Khan, when he drives perfectly. So these were the things, and he was also pulling well, and suddenly runs were coming in, and things started really changing for Pakistan as the score started really moving on. It was a real move on, and before one could realize what a partnership this was, Shan Masood was excellent. In fact, he went on to score his maiden Test century as he notched up 114 runs at close of play on the 4th day. He was not out on 114 with 11 fours and 1 6 that he hit of Tarindu Kaushal when he came down the wicket and slammed him down the ground for a 6. And Younis Khan himself, as we all know, and in fact Shan Masood was totally nurtured by this most experienced bloke in Pakistan team, Younis Khan, as he went on to score his 30th Test century, finishing on an undefeated 101 with 9 fours. And what a partnership! Pakistan from 13 for 2, totally, one probably would have thought when Pakistan was 13 for 2 that probably Pakistan were going to find it tough and they had to save themselves. But on the other hand, now the situation has been totally reversed, with this a partnership which is going strong, and it's still an unbeaten partnership for the third wicket, which has already yielded 217 runs, with Masood 114 not out and Younis Khan not out on 101, who would be resuming the innings tomorrow on the final day with 147 runs still to get and 8 wickets in hand. And now Pakistan, unless and until there's going to be some serious turn in the pitch because of the final day, one does not know. But other than that, now Pakistan almost on the verge, I would say, of staging the highest successful chase ever in Sri Lanka of scoring 377 runs for a win. As far as the bowling was concerned, Prasad 30, and also Younis Khan went on to score. He passed the 15,000 test runs here, Younis Khan. And Damika Prasad, 13 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 42. Lakmal, 12 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 34. Pradeep, none for 32. Matthews, none for 15. Tarinder Kaushal was costly, as I said. He couldn't extract the same turn from the pitch as Yasir Shah could do, and he really struggled. In fact, I thought he really couldn't bowl the right line, and the Pakistani batsmen really took heavy toll of him, especially Shah and Masood. Mubarak, 2 overs, none for 9. And look at the figures of Kaushal, 20 overs, none made and none for 92. And I thought that was a big sort of probably a disappointment for Kaushal, not only for Kaushal, also for Sri Lanka. It was probably Angelo Matthews would have expected Tarinder Kaushal to do something there on the fourth day, and that was not to be. But what a match! Will tomorrow Pakistan make history by doing so? What a win it would be if at all Pakistan will go on to win this test match. And as you know, tomorrow is the final day of this test series, and if Pakistan are going to stage that, and if they are going to win this match, score the 147 runs which is required for victory on the morrow, I think Pakistan would be greatly happy, because what would happen is that would be the most successful chase ever in Sri Lanka, most highest successful chase ever in Sri Lanka. And also the other thing is that Pakistan would be taking the series 2-1. What an end that would be to the test series, unless Sri Lanka can really conjure up something tomorrow. But one thing in favor of Sri Lanka tomorrow is going to be the new ball. The new ball is not very far away, so once the new ball is claimed, that would be the test for Pakistan, and if they can stand that test, I see no reason why Pakistan should not win this test match and take the series 2-1. Excellent. Now let's get on to some other news. The other news is coming from India, and this is as we all know that all the big names are resting, like Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Raina, Ashwin, Dhawan and Umesh Yadav, and all these players are rested for the Zimbabwe tour, as India are departing to the capital of Zimbabwe, Harare, on 7th of July, and they're going to play 3 one-day internationals on July 10, 12 and 14, and then there will be 2 T20 matches which will be played on 17th and 19th of July. And we all know we have a new captain from India. Ajinkya Rahane would be tested. He is the captain, is the new captain of the Indian team, and there are a lot of hopefuls. There's M. Vijay, we all know. Ambati Raidu is an excellent cricketer, we know. Manoj Tiwari has been scoring a lot of runs. Kedar Jadhav has been impressive. Robin Uthappa will get his opportunity once again. Manish Pandey, these are all the talented blokes from the reserve Indian squad, one could say. But the only question would be there is no leg spinner in the team, and that is Karan Sharma. Now Karan Sharma is out due to an injury, unfortunately, so the reins would be in the hands of the experienced Harbhajan Singh, and then they have the left arm spinner Akshar Patel, who is also an all-rounder, and then the pace attack would be in the hands of Dhaval Kulkarni, Stuart Binney, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is the only experienced, and Mohit Sharma are the only experienced persons there, and Sandeep Sharma. And I am really, as I said, Sandeep Sharma is the one who is like a Praveen Kumar-like bowler. He swings the ball both ways at some good pace, more pace than Praveen Kumar, and it would be interesting to see how he performs, because he has done, I thought he has done some wonderful work for Kings XI Punjab in Indian Premier League matches, and one is looking forward to it. So that is the other news which is coming in, that Indian team has been announced for the Zimbabwean tour. Well, dear fans, subscribers, and also tomorrow there is one more fixture, which is the second T20 match. As you know, first T20 was won by South Africa comfortably on a very difficult pitch, and it will be interesting to see how how this pitch plays. That is on the second T20, where South Africa will be taking on Bangladesh, and Bangladesh would hope that they could really see that whether they can put up a much improved performance than what they put up. And South Africa, I'm sure they are in with lots of confidence here. So that is another thing which is coming up. So I'll be back, but mostly the focus would be on the 5th day's play between Sri Lanka and Pakistan at Pallekele, where Sri Lanka would not only making history by staging the most successful chase ever of making 377 runs for victory, but also they would be winning the series if they do so 2-1. What an end that would be to this enthralling test series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, that really puts an end to this Cricket Happening show of mine. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll be there to give you some more enjoyment when I meet you all tomorrow on my next Cricket Happening show. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.